Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to solve paper 4, IGCSE Math for May-June session 2022. I'm going to have some explanations for some questions, as long as with the answers for the other questions. So let's start with the first question here. It says find the lowest common multiple LCM of 30 and 75. To find the least common multiple or the highest common factor of two numbers, we need to break down each number into its prime factors. So like for 30, we can break it down into 5 times 6. Then break down 6 into 2 times 3, and here's the 5. Now 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. These are the prime factors of 30. We do the same thing for 75. So 75 is 5 by 15. Now 15, we can break it down into 3 by 5. Just to rearrange the numbers, 3 is in the beginning and 5 squared. So these are the prime factors of 30, and these are the prime factors of 75. To find the least common multiple of the two numbers, we take the union of the two numbers, like we take 2 and we take 3. We take only one 3, and we have 5 power of 1 and 5 power of 2, so we take the higher power, which is 5 power of 2. Now look at this. If I have 2 times 3 times 5, this is the first number, so it's here, 2 times 3, and we take only one 5. If we need the second number, so we need 3 times 5 squared, which is here, 3 times 5 squared. So we can see both numbers in the least common multiple. Now the last step is to multiply the factors here. We got here, so 2 times 3, which is 6, into 25. So the answer is going to be 150. Okay, now part B, it says share $608 in the ratio 4 to 5 to 7. The first part here is to get the total ratios or total parts, whatever you like to name them. So I add all of the numbers here, 4 plus 5 plus 7, which is going to be 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 7, that is 16. Now the next step is to get the ratio to the total. This is the total. So we get the ratio of each part to the total. So the ratio of the first one is 4 out of 16. We call it ratio to the total. And the second one is going to be 5 over 16. The third one is 7 out of 16. So this is what we call the ratio to the total. Now multiply that by the total money, which is 608. So the answer is 152. The second one multiplied also by 608, the total amount of money, which is 190. The last one multiplied by 608, the answer is 266. So if I need to divide 608 into the ratio 4 to 5 to 7, it's going to be 152, 190, and 266. Part C, it says work out 6.39 times 10 to the power of 4, and this number in standard form, divided by 2.45 times 10 to the power of 6, which is also in standard form, and give your answer in standard form. When dividing numbers in standard form, we just divide the first part together, and we divide the second part together. So I'm going to split the question into 6.39 divided by 2.45, then times 10 to the power of 4 divided by 10 to the power of 6. This part we can get the answer using the calculator, and the answer here is going to be 2.608 blah 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 blah. Then here we can subtract powers. So it's going to be 10 to the power 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. I would say to round the answer here to 3 significant figures. So if we need to round the answer here, it's going to be 2.61 times 10 to the power of negative 2, and this is the final answer. Next question. Okay, part D, it says write 0.27 repeating as a fraction. In this type of recurring numbers, we can use the calculator since this question is only for 1 mark. So if we know that this number is 272727, and you can just write 27 as much as you can on the calculator, and when you press the equal sign, you will get this number or this recurring number as a fraction, which is 3 over 11. The other way to do it is to assume that this number is x, which is 0.27, and we can just repeat 27 many times. Then you multiply it by 100. So it's going to be 100x. Sorry. So if I multiply this equation by 100, since the decimal point after 2 digits is going to be 27, then we have 0.272727 and so on. Then when I subtract the two equations, subtract equation 2 minus equation 1, so 100x minus nx, which is going to be 99x, equals, when I subtract these two right-hand sides, this part will cancel out with that one. So we will left with 27 only. To get x back, so we divide it by 99 both sides. So x is 27 over 99. You can write this as a final answer, or you can simplify. So if I divide up and down by 9, it's going to be 3 over 11, which we get using the calculator. The next question is, a stone has a volume of 75 centimeter cube and a mass of 126 gram. Find the density of a stone giving a unit of your answer. Also, we have here the relation between density, mass, and volume. So all we have to do is to divide mass by volume. The mass is already here, and the volume is already there. So all you have to do is to divide 126 by 45. Now use your calculator to get the answer. 126 by 45, which is 2.8. Now don't forget to give a unit for your answer. So again, this number up here is the mass, and it's already in gram. So gram, and the number down is the volume, which is centimeter cube. So we can say gram per centimeter cube. So I will write the answer here, and I'll write the unit there. So it will be gram per centimeter cube. Now the next question is about circle. And the question says the points P, Q, R, and S lie on the circle with diameter PR. So PR here is the diameter. I will underline this important information. It's a diameter. Work out the size of angle PSQ, which is the angle here, giving a geometrical reason for each step which you're working. So we need to justify each step. We can start directly that if we have a diameter here, PR, so we know that the angle in a semicircle equals 90 degrees. Because from the angle theorem about circles, if we have a diameter here, it splits the circle into two semicircles, and the angle in any of the two semicircles is equal to 90 degrees. So an angle in a semicircle equals 90 degrees. So the angle we're talking about is angle RQP. This angle would be 90 degrees. Okay, so I will write that down. So size of angle PQR is equal to 90 degrees. And don't forget to give a reason for your answer for each step. So angle PQR is 90 degrees because angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Okay, the next step is to find this angle up here, which is angle PRQ. So this angle we can find using the angle sum of a triangle, because we have 29 and 90, so we can find the third angle of the triangle. So this is angle PRQ. So this is angle PRQ, which is 180 minus 90 minus 29, which is going to be 61. And the reason here is the angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees, or add up to 180 degrees. The last step is that angle S and angle R are angles on the same segment. The third step is that angle R and angle S are angles in the same segment. So both angles here, R and S, they face the same arc, which is PQ. If I have these two angles that face the same arc, now the third step is that angle S and angle R So here it's going to be 61. The third step is that angle R and angle S are angles that intercept the same arc or the same segment. So these two angles are the same or are equal. So we can say that angle PSQ is the same as angle R, which is 61 degrees. And the reason for that is angles in the same segment